Of all the reasonably priced big SUVs in India, if there is one SUV that fits the definition of a rugged, proper SUV, then the Scorpio has to be it. It has an air of dominance, indestructibility, and all-terrain capability. And by all-terrain capability, I mean both on and off-road capability that really makes it unmatched in the price and size range that it represents. I absolutely loved this car the first time I drove it, and very recently I undertook a 2000-kilometer round trip from Jaipur to Jaisalmer and back, and I absolutely was floored by its on-road manners, its comfort, and of course the off-road capability wherever the situation demanded it. And while the Z680 variant is a fantastic value for money proposition, it has some missing features like the rear camera. It also does not come with Adrenox Connect, and it misses out on side and curtain airbags as well. So, to offer a variant that gives you the best of both worlds, Mahindra have come up with this, the Z8 Select variant, which offers a tremendous feature set at a terrific price. But before I even start talking about the features that this one offers, I need to start by talking about this beautiful midnight black color, which is exclusive to the Z8 Select variant. And you'll get this color only with the Z8 Select variant. No other variant has this beautiful color. Now, this itself is a fabulous feature to have. Not just does it make the Scorpio N look fabulous, it also adds great exclusivity to the Z8 Select variant. For only 55,000 rupees over the lower Z6 variant, here are all the goodies that you get with the Z8 Select variant. Of course, safety comes first, and this car will get you additional 4 airbags in addition to the front 2 airbags, and you'll get side and curtain airbags as well. With this variant, you get an eSIM connectivity feature, which means that you'll get an eCall and SOS button right here. All variants get ESP as standard. You'll also get Adrenox Connect, which means that you'll get 60 plus connected car features. You'll also get built-in Alexa, which also means that you get Alexa-enabled What 3 Words navigation. You'll get this bigger 7-inch color TFT instrument cluster in place of the 4-inch monochrome screen of the Z6. You'll also get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay along with the wired version. You'll also get this beautiful and much more premium rich coffee and black two-tone interior, a leather-wrapped steering and gear knob. You'll get this chrome front grille as opposed to the Z6's silver treatment. You'll also get this dual barrel LED projector headlamps on this one as opposed to the Z6's multifocal reflector light. You'll get these sting-shaped DRLs, LED projector fog lamps, sequential LED turn indicators, not just at the front but at the back as well. And you also get this signature Scorpio tail lamp element. Now, this feature is not exclusive to the Z8, but it's important to mention it here because it's a highly in-demand feature. So the Z8 Select, just like the Z6, gets an electric sunroof. Now, in terms of safety, you would be amazed to know that the Scorpio N is the first car to score a G NCAP 5-star rating among the cars which have a body-on-frame chassis. So, if you're looking for safety, if safety is high on your priority list, then with its 6 airbags and 5-star G NCAP rating, the Scorpio Z8 Select is the variant that you should definitely go for. Now, one commendable thing about the Scorpio is that even the base Z2 variant comes with a really usable set of safety as well as convenience and comfort features. And here is a list of all the features that you'll get standard across all the variants of the Scorpio N. You'll get hill hold assist and hill descent control, engine start-stop function, a touchscreen infotainment. Now, while this is the higher variant, even for the base variant, you'll get steering mounted controls for audio. For potent braking, you'll get ventilated disc brakes both up front and at the rear. A fantastic feature on the Scorpio N which Mahindra does not get enough credit for is its suspension system, and this car in all its variants gets frequency dependent damping, which is FDD, and multi-tuned valve central land, which is MTVCL, which makes the ride and handling of this car absolutely amazing. You'll get power windows as standard on all the variants. Second row one touch tumble is standard across all variants, and so is third row tumble and fold. Now, while I do appreciate Mahindra offering so many features in even the base Z2 variant, I would also appreciate if they added 6 airbags as standard in the base variant, because that's what a lot of other car manufacturers are doing these days. Now that we have seen the features that the Z8 Select variant gets over the lower spec Z6 variant, it's also important to know the features that the Z8 Select variant misses out on as compared to the higher spec Z8 variant. You'll not get tire pressure monitoring system, And as you can see, you'll not get a dual zone AC. You'll not get chrome door handles. You'll get them in body color, but honestly, I won't miss that much. You'll have to insert the key as you don't have push button start here. The passenger side window is powered, but it's not anti-pinch here. Again, a feature I won't miss much. This button is a blank, which means that you will not get power folding mirrors, although they are electric. Finally, if you want to go for the four-wheel drive option, you will not get that as an option with the Z8 Select. So essentially, if you want a four-wheel drive, you'll have to go with the Z8 or higher variants, and which also means that you won't get the terrain modes, which are normal, snow, mud and ruts and sand. Now the price difference between the Z8 Select and Z8 variant is a big 1.64 lakh rupees ex-showroom, and it will be higher on the road. So if these goodies are not essential for you, which I personally think are not for me, you're going to be saving a big amount of money. In addition to the features that you lost out on in Z8 Select versus Z8 variants, there are more features that you lose out on when you compare it with the top of the line Z8L variant. But the price difference between the Z8 Select and Z8L variant is a massive 3.15 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which is even higher on the road. Let's see what you miss out on. Number one, you won't get driver drowsiness detection, and I can totally live without it. No front parking sensors, which you have on the Z8L variant. Also on the Z8L variant, you get a front camera. Mind you, it's not a 360-degree camera, just a front camera, but it's usable, especially if you're going for off-road expeditions. Also on the Z8L, you'll get Sony 3D immersive audio with 12 speakers as well as dual-channel subwoofer. The Z8L gets wireless charging, which is usable, but I can do with the cable as well. Also, you'll get a 6-way power adjustable driver's seat. Finally, on the Z8L, you'll get bigger 18 inches as opposed to the 17-inch wheels here. And while they look better, I think the ride quality on the 17 inches is better. I've always been a big fan of the Scorpio N because I really think that it offers a no-nonsense do-all SUV at a fantastic price. It can ferry your family around, and with its capable 4x4 system, it can take you to places where many other cars cannot even dream of, and it does all of that at a price which is incredible value. And in my books, it has to be one of the most value for money big SUVs which can actually off-road not just in India but anywhere in the world. However, there are some features which are on the wish list, but having said that, we Indians are spoiled for choice in terms of features, and if I really had to make a wish list, there are some things which I would have liked this car to have. Let's have a look at them as well. The Scorpio could have done with ventilated seats, a sky roof, which essentially means a panoramic sunroof. It could have done with a slightly more luxurious looking interior. And finally, if I really have to nitpick, it probably could have done with a slightly more masculine looking rear as well, because from the front it looks absolutely smashing to me. The Z8 Select variant is powered by the TGDI M Stallion petrol engine, delivering 200 PS of power and 380 Newton meters of torque. For diesel, it gets the M-Hawk, which offers 175 PS of power and 400 Newton meters of torque. Both engines are highly acclaimed and offer best-in-class performance, though the fuel efficiency for the petrol engine is on the lower side. As I mentioned right at the outset, this is the most value for money, big, proper off-roading SUV that you can buy for the money. And the prices for the Scorpio N range can be seen on the screen right now. And as you can see, it's ridiculously less expensive as compared to the Safari, which in my personal opinion is not comparable to this car, because this car is more powerful and it can eat the Safari for breakfast when it comes to performance, when it comes to ride quality and also off-roading capability. Yes, the Safari looks a little better and it also has more features, but purely as a better engineered car, smoother engine, more refinement, better transmission, I really think the Scorpio is a much better engineered car. And in my books, if I had to buy a car, a proper SUV, it would always be the Scorpio when you compare it with the Safari. So if you love solid engineering, refinement, things that really matter over features and other things, I really think that the Scorpio can really have the Safari for breakfast. Of course, there are people who want more features, a little bit more refinement, better interiors and all of that. And for those needs, again, I really think that the XUV700 is a fantastic machine. But if you want a proper SUV which can go off the road without you having to think about breaking a part of it, I really think that the Scorpio N is the more rugged choice of the two. I really hope that you liked this video. If you found this useful, informative, helpful, do hit that like button, share it with a friend who might benefit from it. And until next time, this is your friend Amit Changani signing off. Rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.